Look at that view up there this morning. It's going to melt fast, but I don't know if you can see that or not. The tops of those mountains are awful frosty looking. And, it was like yesterday morning. Yeah, we'll jump ahead here a little bit, a day or two. And yeah, it doesn't take long now. If the sun's up and hitting them, that will all melt. The clouds are in the top of them, so it's kind of hard to see. You probably can't see that. Anyway, a beautiful view nonetheless. And actually, today's the day. Like I say, we jumped ahead a little bit. Today's the day we're gonna head out of here. We've been here just 2 nights, so I'm not sure. Kind of undecided. A little fork in the road up ahead, which way we're gonna go. For me and Bella, anyhow. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today, I think we're going to be leaving California behind for the season. We are passing a noisy truck is passing us. Yes, we're getting ready to summit whatever these mountains are. It's called Chariaco Summit, and it's near the south entrance to Joshua Tree National Park. We're not going there. We just summited here. Yeah, it's right up here on the left. There's a little facility. There's the General Patton Tank Museum up here, and a gas station and restaurant. So yeah, we're summiting about 1,700 feet above sea level, and we're headed back from Southern California back to Arizona. So from here, you know what time of the year it is? What time of the season it is? It's starting to get, the weather's starting to break. It's starting to get a little bit nicer back east, at least in the south. We're getting close to where we'll be leaving this whole southwest, California and Arizona behind, heading through New Mexico, back through Texas. We're getting pretty close to that time again. So for now, we're just going a little bit east, back into Arizona. Hang out there for a little bit, for a while, and then yeah, we'll be headed back pretty soon. About 100 miles later, we've actually made it to Blythe. It's Blythe, California. Across the Colorado River, and we will be in Arizona. That's it. This is the river right here. So I got a little message on my GPS. It says, "Welcome to Arizona." It should. Where is it? I'm listening for it.
Welcome to Arizona.
There it is. Welcome to welcome to Arizona. Alright, gonna make one quick stop up here, I think. It's not a necessary stop, but I think I'm gonna do it anyway. We'll see. Let's stop up here at the Flying J. Some of you might guess why. We don't need gas yet. Completely optional stop for a little yummy something yummy before we continue on up the road just a little ways. Oh, and there's the sign there. Welcome to Arizona, the Grand Canyon State.
400 feet at the traffic circle. Take the third exit onto the I-10 East.
Alright, if you've paid attention to the last couple of videos ago, I said about coming through Ehrenberg in this Flying J location. Has anybody put it together yet? Has anybody put it together yet? A good old little corner store, Cinnabon. Yep, goodies. I should not have done this. I think they'll travel in the sink okay till we get where we're going. Look at those. Oh boy. Okay, mission accomplished. Well, it is good to be back in Arizona again. place is a little busy. What is it? Oh, we just lost an hour too. Back in the off the California time, the time to, what was that, the Pacific time
Turn left
zone?
toward South Frontage Road. Then immediately turn right toward South Frontage Road.
Yeah, we are
At the stop sign, turn right onto South Frontage Road.
no longer in the Pacific time zone. So we lost an hour.
In 1,000 feet, at the traffic circle, take the second exit onto the I-10 East, US 95 South ramp to Phoenix and Yuma.
Oh, and that's better. Gas here is $2.69 a gallon. We got a little bit back in California. It was $3.99 a gallon, which isn't terrible for California. I used my Gas Buddy app, and it was the cheapest. Most places back there where we left from was more like $4.29 and $4.49. So where we got it at Love's Travel Center, it was only $3.99. So that wasn't bad for California. All right, come on, let's go. We're gonna get back on Interstate 10 for a couple exits, and then we'll be at our destination. Here we go, Interstate 10 East.
In a quarter mile, merge onto I-10 East, US 95 South.
All right, let's get out of here. Well, now that we're out of California, I can drive a little bit faster. There's that limit, there's that law that if you're towing something, you're limited to 55 miles an hour. The regular speed limit was 65 miles an hour on Interstate 10. But if you're towing, you can only go to 55. So we bumped it up a little bit. We're only doing bumped it up from 55 to 60. Yeah, we can't do 65, but we're good. Coachman cruise is fine at 60 or for a bit. I'll probably bump it up a little bit more before we get too far. Alright. There's gotta get on the other side of these mountains up here. And yeah, we're gonna climb those, and then down the other side we'll be zeroed in on the Quartzsite area. We might just go to the Dome Rock, I think, for tonight, and maybe figure out a little bit better what I'm going to do after that. Alright, let's go. Alright, climbing the hill up through the mountains, leaving the Colorado River Indian Reservation area. So, yep, we're climbing. The summit's up here about another mile or so. And the next exit is the Dome Rock Road exit. Yeah, 1 mile ahead. We'll jump off there. I'll go find us someplace to call home for the night. Alright, here's our exit. And you might be able to see over there the famous or infamous Dome Rock. It's the one that has kind of like the dome on top of it. That's oops, let's do that. Probably see it better. Alright, so I'm gonna get up here just a little ways. And this is kind of a nice area to camp because it's really close to town. It's only maybe a mile or so into downtown Quartzsite, where all the little stores and restaurants are. So it's convenient. And I'm curious.
Dome Rock Road west for 3 miles.
I'm curious if things are beginning to thin out in the Quartzsite area, because weather is improving over in other part of the country, over central, like in Texas and on over. The east is the cattle guards. Yeah, look at the weather map this morning, and yeah, it's warming up over in the south. So, I mean, we could start heading over any time, really, as long as we stayed in the south. But we're going to wait a little while yet. Just a little while yet. There are campers over in here. Just judging by the amount of people camping down along this section here. I don't think it's thinning out. I don't know about down at the LTVA, the long-term visitors area or not, but I'm sure some people are starting to wander on. You know, they have the same kind of plan I do, stay to the south for a while. It's going to be 4 to 6 weeks before it starts getting, the temperatures start to make a difference up north, so maybe more like 6 to 8 weeks. Well, I usually aim for April 1st getting back. Yeah, give or take a little bit, see how it goes. Yeah, I actually think there's more people out here than there was a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I don't think it shows any signs, at least out here on Dome Rock Road, that things are thinning out at all. We'll see. We're gonna go someplace over in there a bit. Back. Go down here and turn and go back in there a little ways. And set up camp. All right, we're here. We have a spot, and I didn't mean we're gonna set up camp. We're not gonna set up camp. We're gonna. Who knows? Actually, this area down here has cleared out. This is a spot that there was a couple events at this year, and well, there is a couple RVs up there. This whole area down here is all emptied out. We got some nice flat, nice level spot just pulled up. Won't have to mess around leveling. Yeah, and there were, last time we were here, there was like vehicles all lined up here. Everybody's got, there's one van there. That's about it. This'll work. This'll work. Okay, Bella, come on. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. There you go. All right. Who knows? Maybe since it's so emptied out, maybe we'll just stay put here for a bit, for a handful of days, maybe. It's much more emptied out than I thought. So this could be it. We'll know soon enough. I'll decide by tomorrow morning. You need to go, right after that drive, you probably need to go pee-pee. Go do your business, girl. All right, what I didn't show you was, it's not just these little ones. And these are like $13.79 a box. I got a box of the big ones too. But don't worry, I'm not, oops, let me get this out of here. Don't worry, I'm not gonna be a pig and just eat all these. Not right away. The big ones, I'm gonna separate them and probably put them in a freezer bag, and I'm gonna freeze some. So they freeze just fine. You can get them out ahead of time, let them thaw out. Maybe put them in a microwave for, you know, a few seconds, and that's a stash for down the road someday. But I'll probably pick at these over the next couple of days.